Hey, welcome back to our Journey with Jesus Bible study, where we are going through the Bible chronologically in a year using Tara Lee Cobble's The Bible Recap Study Plan. Today we are on day 22 and we are going through chapters Genesis 30 through 31. In chapter 30, we see Jacob's family continuing to grow, but so does the rivalry between Leah and Rachel. We see Rachel so frustrated that Leah can have children and not her, that she's crying out to Jacob saying, "Give me children or I'll die." And Jacob's kind of like, "What do you want me to do about it? Am I God? Do I give children?" So for her to rectify this situation, she gives him her servant Bilhah. So Rachel uses Bilhah as a surrogate, and Leah has to use a surrogate as well, Zilpah. But we do see Rachel eventually get pregnant with one child. We will see another one in later chapters, but in this chapter, she has Joseph. And you probably know his name from some of the stories that you've heard. And this may let you know, if you don't already know, why Joseph had a special place in his heart, because it was his first child born to Rachel. So at this point, Jacob has 12 children, 11 sons, and one daughter named Dinah. At this point, Jacob is done. He wants to be done with Laban. The Lord is prompting him to go back to Canaan, and he is just ready to go. So he begins to negotiate with Laban, asking for like speckled and spotted or dark colored sheep and goats as his payment. And he uses breeding practices that were known to be used by some magicians, and probably the help of God. We know that the magicians are not the ones that control everything. It was probably God. His plan prospers, and so he's able to get the livestock that he wanted, and he gets all of this huge flock of all of these animals, but Laban tries to cheat him. At the beginning of chapter 31, we see Laban's sons kind of trying to turn Laban against Jacob. Not that he needed any help, but Laban really wasn't thinking anything until his sons were so envious of Jacob that they kind of used their words to turn his thoughts against Jacob. So God's calling Jacob back to the land of Canaan, and Jacob shares this with Leah and Rachel, and they're like, "Okay, if this is what God's telling you, we're willing to go. Let's go." They try to sneak out, and he secretly takes all of his family, all of his possessions, all the things, but Jacob doesn't know it, but Rachel stole his gods, or his I'm trying to think of what they were called. His little figures, whatever. They were little g gods. And we don't know why she got them. We don't know if she was trying to, if she was mad at him, if this was like a retaliation thing, if she was trying to protect him. If she did indeed believe in Jacob's God, then she would have known that those gods that he worshipped wasn't correct. And so, but we really feel like maybe it was for her to get some type of inheritance, or to kind of punish them. So we see Laban catches up with them, and he is accusing Jacob of being deceptive and for stealing his things. And he doesn't know that Rachel took them. And so Laban goes around to the different places and is searching, and he doesn't find anything. Lo and behold, Rachel is on her camel, and she has hidden the figurines or gods in her pack, but she claims to be on her monthly cycle, and she can't get up. And so, one, that was pretty clever. Two, I was sitting here thinking, okay, so this dates all the way back to Bible times, where women were using their cycles to get out of doing something. Both Jacob and Laban come to an understanding, and they make a covenant at what is called Mizpah. And what is very significant about this is that Jacob uses a stone pillar, and Laban uses different stones, rock heaps. And so the pillar symbolizes God, Jacob's one true God, the one true God that we all know. And then the stones in his stone heap represent his polytheistic views, the multiple gods that he worshiped. These two chapters show us how God protected Jacob and was faithful to him. And so in the coming chapters, we're going to see how Jacob gets the name Israel and how God begins to build his nation. And so we will go over some more later. I hope this was helpful, and let me know if something stood out to you today. I hope you have a good day.